Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. So, where have I been? It's been a complicated one. The game was annoying me. The people on the game were annoying me. My guild fell apart. It's a massive shitstorm. And I needed a break from WoW. I unlocked the Zandalari trolls, and my character was sitting there at level 20, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go and play a different game. So I went and played a different game for a little while, and I was really enjoying that. And then I think what's happened is that I've burnt out on that game, and I've come back to WoW. So at the start of this week, it's Sunday today. No, it's not. It's Saturday today. I started my Zandalari troll. He was at level 20, and I started leveling him. Now, to try and get through the levels as fast as I could, what I've done is I'm level 60 now, and I did tell you guys that I would make a video once I hit level 60 and I actually start going through the quests and stuff. So to get to level 60, what I did is I just dungeoned. I signed up as a tank. I must say that I was probably in a queue once for over a minute. And the rest of the times, it was instantly getting into dungeons. So to get up to level 60, for me, that was really quick. It took a couple of days. I did about 10 levels a day when I hit the 40 mark, so it took 2 days to get from 40 to 60. But to actually get to 40, I think I did that in 1 day. I can't remember when I started. I think I started about Tuesday. I must have started Tuesday after the reset. I did. Because I did my Mythic Plus, and then, yeah. So I'm now 60. I've just accepted the quest to go to Northrend, and I'm really enjoying it. So let's talk about the Zandalari troll a little bit in themselves. The racials are what we saw on Wowhead. They are as good as what we saw on Wowhead, and some of them are even better. So let's actually just open up the actual spellbook for the racials. So just going through them. So Embrace the Lower, it is still a 5-day cooldown, which is a little bit disappointing. I'd say that there's two that have disappointed me of the racials, and the Embrace the Lower is one of them. I think 5 days is a long time. And as I discussed in my previous video when we were actually looking at the review of the Zandalari trolls, the 5 days isn't good for people who are multi-specking, so who are either healing and then tanking, or healing and DPSing, whatever. I'm not saying that the kind of effects that it gives you are massive, but they do help. I've got Embrace of Quagwire at the moment because I was tanking, so obviously taking damage increases your health and armor, which is for a tank, which is great. But I probably will change that, as I have actually gone into Fury now to level through the Wrath of the Lich King expansion stuff. So my plan is at the moment to actually level normally now through quests and dungeons if quest leads onto dungeons. But I think leveling normally will be an experience. I haven't leveled through Wrath of the Lich King for many years. I'm probably going to miss out Cataclysm. I've never done Mists of Pandaria, and I've never done Warlords of Draenor. So having 2 expansions kind of crammed into this kind of crater of content at the moment in WoW is good for me. I was just looking as I started the video when the Crucible of Storms is opening. Now, obviously, that's one raid. It's probably going to get it's only got 2 bosses in. It's probably going to get very stale very quickly. So these 2 expansions as such, which I haven't experienced, I am really looking forward to. And I like lore. I wouldn't say that I know a lot of it, but I do thoroughly enjoy it. So this is my Zandalari troll. Like I said, he's in Fury spec at the moment, and that's what I'm going to be leveling through. So just taking a look back at the racials. So the regenerating racial is great. As a tank, it hasn't been very useful because obviously I'm being interrupted or interrupted by damage all of the time. So hopefully, as I'm leveling, that will be more useful. City of Gold racial haven't really seen too much of it. Obviously, it is only 2%. So let's move away from this fucking goblin who keeps crying. So by 2%, it's not a lot, but I've seen it. The Pterodax has saved me a couple of times, especially in Zandalari when I've gone and got the blessings from the lowers. And I think that's it. I think that's all of the racials. It is. So the warrior, just a quick overview. Obviously, if you guys have been following this channel and if you've seen other videos, you would have seen that I made healers. So doing a DPS like this is very different for me. And from a tanking point of view, obviously I haven't been DPSing with Fury a lot, but from a tanking point of view, it's very, very different. Obviously, I'm used to the Paladin who, as a tank, who is always self-healing, whereas the Warrior doesn't self-heal. They have a lot of mitigation, so they're blocking damage, and kind of they have abilities which reduce a lot of the damage, so you shouldn't be taking a lot of damage anyway, but they do heavily rely on the healer. So if, for example, I use all my abilities and I'm still being dealt damage and I haven't got a very good healer, then that's not going to work out very well. So I can see that the warrior is more dependent on healers than the rest of the tanks in the game, which is good in some sense and bad in another sense. The gathering, so what I call threat gathering, as the protection paladin, the protection warrior, isn't what I thought it was going to be, but it is pretty good. So I would recommend the warrior tanking spec as a warrior, if people do want to actually try out tanking. I wouldn't say it's better than the paladin. So I would still stick with the Paladin because obviously you've got them self-heals if you've never tanked before. But definitely give it a go. So what are my plans now? So obviously I want to level as fast as I can while enjoying it. So over the next couple of weeks, I want to try and get to, I think 20 levels a week. I think that's quite a good goal. And obviously that might turn into 10 levels a week when I get to the higher content, but obviously I have got my heirlooms on, so it shouldn't slow me down that much. My heirlooms are obviously upgraded at the moment to 100, and 100 obviously leaving on from 100 is Legion stuff, and I've played through that before. And then obviously moving on to Battle for Azeroth. I think I'll reassess once I've leveled through to 120. I'll reassess what the goals are for this kind of project, I guess. But overall, I'm really, really enjoying it. Like I said, I've actually got the quest here to go to Northrend and actually start leveling through. So that's going to bring back a few fond memories. But yeah, like I said, I will keep you guys updated. And I will probably do another video of some sort with the warrior in the next couple of weeks. Now, don't despair. You will not see me for the next couple of weeks. I am going to be doing things on my main about the healing. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a review of the Crucible of Storms, which should be coming out just after this video. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking along. If you've got any questions about the warrior, or even if you have a warrior or any class which is around about this level, I am actually going to be bringing out quite a funny video about a guild. I need a guild. So if any of you play on the North American servers, I have a server transfer, realm transfer token ready to go. So if you guys want me along, and you don't mind having a very first player of a warrior, and you'd like to actually level with me, or maybe even help me out with end content when I get to up them high levels, then I would appreciate it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.